All right, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to knock up the like button, murder the likes button, ladies and gentlemen, for this particular video, because these are the sort of videos that I personally like to do. Seeing yet another transfer move we're talking about today, but this time involving a young teenage Jamaican footballer. Seeing I was scrolling through Instagram earlier today, stumbled across the news, and it made my day, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, it made my day. We're talking about Lamonth Rochester, ladies and gentlemen. You see it on your screen. Lamonth Rochester is on his way to the Chicago Fire 2 over there in North America. Seeing this move has been in the works for quite some time. We have been hearing about this move for quite some time, for a while, to be honest with you. I don't know what happened, what was holding this up. Why is it just being announced today? But yeah, it's been in the works for a while, so it's finally done. We have been hearing about this move for that they, that Lamonth Rochester was heading to Chicago, but now it has been officially announced. So we're happy to see this. For those of you who don't know what the MLS Next Pro is, quickly, it's a relatively new league, so many of you might not be too familiar with the MLS Next Pro. That is where he's going, the Chicago Fire 2 that competes in the MLS Next Pro. The MLS Next Pro is exactly what it says. MLS Next Pro, the next professionals, right? It is a league that is similar to the Premier League 2 over there in England, right? The MLS Next Pro comprises mostly of the second string teams and the academy teams of MLS football clubs, right? So those who are on the verge of making that jump to the professional level, to the MLS club, the 17-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, the 19-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, that sort of an age range, those are the players that you oftentimes find in the MLS Next Pro squad, and in the league, the MLS Next Pro League. And also the MLS clubs use it to keep some of their MLS players match fit and match sharp. For instance, a player might be in the MLS squad but not getting as much game time, so they bump him down to the second string team for whatever reason, or injuries or that sort of a thing, coming back from injuries. They do it over there in England with the Premier League too. A player gets injured, before going back into the senior team, he plays some games or gets some minutes for the U21 team, that sort of a thing. So that is what the MLS Next Pro really is. Hopefully I explained it well to you guys. I don't know if I did explain it so well, but hopefully I get it. You can go do research on your own. And, as I said, it's a relatively new league. So again, Lamonth Rochester on his way to the Chicago Fire 2 in the MLS Next Pro. This is a player that I have a lot of time for. It's a player that I have a lot of time for, and I must say, big up to everyone involved that would have helped to have gotten this deal over the line. So this is the sort of thing we love to see, and we need to see more of this. As I said, I have a lot of time for this boy. He was, in my humble opinion, one of the better players in our U20 World Cup qualifiers last year, that unfortunately fell just short of qualifying for the World Cup. In my humble opinion, he was one of the better players. So, winning JPL at a young age and that sort of a thing, a supreme young talent, a left-sided player, for those of you who don't know, left back, left wing back, that sort of a thing. So yeah, I'm very happy to see this move, man. Lamonth Rochester to the Chicago Fire 2 over there in the MLS Next pro. I will say this before I read the article on your screen. I think we should do more of this. You have some wonder talents that emerge in Jamaica before the age of 18 years old. They emerge at 16, 17, and especially in recent years, we have seen quite a bit of that where some 16, 17-year-olds making runouts in the Jamaica Premier League for JPL clubs. A player like Dustin Cohen, for instance, who he started starting games for Veer United at 15 years old. Seen? So a player like that, don't wait until they're 18 years old. And by the way, Lamonth Rochester is 19. But I'm saying the MLS Next Pro pathway and other top leagues in CONCACAF, I think this is a pathway that we should have our young players embark on more, because I don't think a lot of people realize this. Not only is it not possible for a player to leave Jamaica and go to and sign for a European club at 18. Non-EU players cannot sign for clubs in the European Union under the age of 18. But it's not only Europe, it's other continents as well. So under 18 non-South American player cannot sign for a South American club. These are FIFA rules, right? But a player like Dustin Cohen at 16 years old could sign for a club in North America. Instead of having the boy, he burst onto the scene at 15 years old? Instead of waiting that 3 years for him to get a move to Europe, which seems to be the go-to route, he's going to be waiting 3 years and his development is going to be stalled. He's going to be playing at the same level for 3 years, right? When he conquers that level, which he did when he starting at 15 years old, that's how they do it in incredible footballing jurisdictions. They move them up automatically to the next level. Once they have conquered one level, they don't spend too long at that level. They move them up to the next level. So when those young players under 18 burst through the ranks in the JPL, instead of having them spend that 2 years in the JPL, move them to credible footballing jurisdictions or more credible footballing jurisdictions in North America, right? Try and see if a move can be arranged for them to go to Mexico, right? North American footballing clubs, their academies are really starting to produce some top talents. Get them as early as we possibly can in more credible development structures. It will only help them to become better players down the line. Seen? So routes like the MLS Next Pro, the MLS, Liga MX, that sort of a thing. I know that it is not as easy as that. It's not as easy as 1, 2, 3. There are hurdles and things standing in the way of that sort of a thing. And I know also that a lot of these clubs don't really want to market these players because they're going to lose the player under the age of 18. And because they can't sign the player under the age of 18, they're not going to make any money from the player. So they wait till the player reach 18, then them sign the player, then them try to market the player to sell the player. I mean, I understand all sides of the argument, and I just want to see the youths them maximize them full potential, yeah, man. That is what I really want to see. So if the best interests of the young players are being looked out for, explore moves like this. The MLS Next Pro, explore moves like this to Mexico and other jurisdictions in CONCACAF that can provide better footballing development for our young talent. All right, I've said enough where that is concerned. Let me get to the article very quickly. Chicago Fire 2 today announced that the club has signed defender Lamonth Rochester to an MLS Next Pro contract. His contract runs through the 2024 season. Financial terms were not disclosed. And this is the club being quoted, a representative from the club. Since we identified Lamonth, including during his trial with the club last year, He has demonstrated a will to win that represents the type of players we are targeting for the club, said Chicago Fire 2 general manager Alex Bowler. He's consistently communicating on the field and demonstrates with his attitude and performance that he wants to help the club be successful. See, I don't know about the succeed. Be successful. See, Rochester 19. I'm playing around, guys. Rochester 19. He's from Manchester, Jamaica, and joined Chicago Fire 2 with a range of experience for club, college, and country. And by the way, this article on your screen is on the Chicago Fire 2 website, or well, on the Chicago Fire website. Seeing, which also brings Chicago Fire 2 news as well. At the international level, Rochester has been a fixture for the U20 Jamaica Youth National Team, most recently competing in the 2022 CONCACAF U20 Championship that took place from June 18 to July 3rd, 2022 in Honduras. Rochester appeared in 4 of the 5 matches played before Jamaica was ultimately eliminated in the quarterfinals by the Dominican Republic on June 29, blah, 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 blah. The part that are important, again, in quotes, Lamonth is a very strong player who brings a fighting spirit and a sense of responsibility that is unmatched, said Chicago Fire 2 head coach Ludovic Taillandier. He's a strong, versatile defender whose competitiveness will make our entire team better by raising the level of competition within the team every single day. At the collegiate level, Rochester was a member of the Angelina University in the 2022-2023 season. In his freshman season, he recorded 5 goals and 3 assists in 19 appearances, which ain't bad at all, as a member of the Roadrunners, also providing a game-winning goal in his first season. The young Jamaican showed a range of versatility playing in the midfield during his time at Lufkin, Texas. Prior to his time in Texas, Rochester played for Cavaliers FC. It's really Cavalier SC from my understanding of the Jamaica Premier League. In 2 seasons with the Jamaican side, he appeared in 21 matches and was a part of the 2021 team that clinched the Jamaica National League title. Transaction: Chicago Fire FC2 signs defender Lamonth Rochester to an MLS Next Pro contract through the 2024 season. And on your screen, you can see some further additional information like his date of birth and his height, etc. I wish Lamonth Rochester all the best going forward with this particular move. Hopefully he gets the development. Hopefully the 19-year-old gets the development that he would crave coming from Jamaica. You know, Jamaican youths are behind their overseas counterparts when it comes to development. Hopefully he gets the development needed, becomes a better player. Hopefully he goes there and applies himself, works hard, listen to who he needs to listen to and take his instructions, and hopefully can work out to him where he can even be moved up to the MLS team. Hopefully it works out for him where that is concerned. Again, I think this is a route that we here in Jamaica, if we do care about the youth maximizing their full potential, we should pursue this route. We should pursue this route, right? MLS clubs and their academies are their academies are developing at a rapid pace, and they're really producing some real quality players. So knock up the like button, subscribe, and share. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe. Again, wishing Lamonth Rochester all the best, and until next time, pleased to see this particular transfer move go through.